Hi and welcome. We're fishing at a place called Vosloo Park. As the crow flies, about 80 kilometers from the Vaal Dam. We're fishing a stretch of about 700 meters of the Vaal River that's got big holes and deep holes in it. We did our homework and there was a few guys fishing before us here. So the spots are pre-fed and hopefully we'll be on the fish. It's called the Amnesia stiff boom rig. It's a rig that's been used quite often. So basically it's a stiff boom of about 18 centimeters long of Amnesia material with a soft supple braided hook link attached to a normal knotless knot to your preferred hook. So let's take an Amnesia stiff boom material, measure off about a piece of 20 centimeters, nice strong braid scissors, cut it nice and cleanly off. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the ring swivels. So the knot I'm going to use to tie my Amnesia to the ring swivel is called a grinner knot. So firstly what you do is you put your Amnesia through the eye of the swivel, 1, 2 times like that. What you do is you bring the stiff boom section and you make the overhand loop like that, and you take the tag end and you put it through the eye and over the main line of the Amnesia that you're working with. 1, 2, 3 times like that. Now once you've put it through like that, you've got 3 turns over the main line onto the shank, so you wet this whole knot, very important, and you pull it tight as possible as you can. And that grinner knot is extremely strong. On the other end of the stiff boom I'm just going to tie a double overhand knot because I'm using quick link swivels on the rod side presentation with my safety clip. So all I want is a nice strong little loop that can clip onto my quick release swivel. So just basically an overhand knot like that. Just pull it tight. Well, now that the stiff boom section is complete, let's tie a little supple braided hook link material that's going to go onto the end of my little ring swivel. That's where the hook is going to be sitting, on the soft hook link material. Firstly, strip off a part of about 10 centimeters of hook link material, the cocoon soft braid. What we're going to do is take about 5 centimeters of the coating, strip that away. Take the coating completely off. What we'll do now is, firstly we'll put on a little gummy stop. That's just going to be to retain our bait so it doesn't move up the hair. So firstly, let's do a little overhand knot again for the little eye of the hook link material. That's where our hair stop will go to retain our bait at the end of it. Use a little splicing needle to pull that hair through the little loop. And there we go. We've got a little eye tied on it at the end of our section there. Okay, now we need to cut a little 2mm section of the normal rubber tubing off. That will sit on the shank of the hook, ensuring that the hair exits on the correct spot for the certain type of hook. Put the little piece of tubing onto our splicing needle, put the hook link material into the little latch, close the gate on the splicing needle, and just pull the piece of tubing right down to the end of the hair rig. Okay, now we're going to tie the knotless knot onto our hook with the supple hook link material. Firstly, put the supple material to the back of the eye, coming in from the back. Now we need to get the little piece of tubing onto the hook, so we just carefully insert the point of the hook in there and just pull that piece of rubber tubing all the way over the eye of the hook. So now that I've selected my hair length, I need to do the knotless knot quickly. Now a hook's always got a starting point and an ending point. Never start the knotless knot from the open point because you stand a chance of cutting into that little open piece on the hook there. So always start away from that opening. So what we do is we do whippings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bring the tag end back through the eye of the hook like that. Okay, so the final part we need to complete this rig now is to tie the stiff boom section to the supple braided hook link material. So what we do is we make the little loop back on itself very short, put that through the eye of the hook like or the ring swivel like that, make a little overhand knot like that, and basically once you've formed a little overhand knot, it's very difficult to make this because we want to make it very short, so use the splicing needle or baiting needle to pull that little loop that you've just formed through the eye of the opening that you've just made like that. Open that eye that you've made, put the hook with the hair through that, you take the tag end there, wet the whole knot again and pull the whole part nice and tight together like that, and there we've got our completed stiff boom rig. Let's show you one of the fish caught on one of these rigs. Guys, we had a screaming take now. It's about 4 o'clock. This fish is fighting me and taking a lot of line. Well guys, this is what we came for, this is what we hoped for. Decent size Vaal River carp. Yo, what an amazing fight, what a beautiful specimen. Exactly 20 pounds after the scales were zeroed. What a beautiful specimen.